एडबरी ने बहुत
लास्ट कीर्तन मैंने किसी को असाइन नहीं किया।
मत करो।
पता नहीं, देखते हैं, शायद करना पड़ेगा। आपके प्रभु या धन के दो में से जुड़ जाएगा। क्या गई माथुरी राधे?
महाराज निकल गए क्या?
वही तो पूछना है। राधे किधर गई? राधे तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले। अभी बच्चे ऊपर जाने चाहिए रेडी होने के लिए।
अभी पहले गेम नहीं खिला रहे? पहले गेम नहीं खिला रहे? कोई रेडी नहीं हो रहा? किसका पेरेंट कुछ आया नहीं है, बट मुझे उनका थोड़ा लाइनें रिवाइज करानी थी। मुझे याद नहीं रहा
तो ले जाओ। राधा कृष्ण पादां।
महाराज जब वहाँ से निकलेंगे ना तब, क्योंकि बच्चे
वही तो पूछना है ना। मधुरा से गई कहाँ? उसको फोन लगाओ।
मेरा फोन मैंने चार्ज कर रखा है, वो तो बैठी है।
हाँ हो रही, वही होगी। पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
So these books basically has 11 chapters, and then the last one is perfect question, perfect answers. That is chapter number 12. And so most of the time we have questions. Basically, we all are devotees, so we already have the answers for this. But when we preach, we get the question. Or sometimes maybe if we are new, we'll have the question.
Sometimes we roll into them also we
have to basically explain in a question where he's answering in each chapter. So first chapter is basically mentioning about why should we offer before eating. And then he quote a sloka from Bhagavad Gita. Everybody knows this one? Yagna sansisto santo muchyante sarvakalpisha muchyante te agam papam muchyante te atmakarna. So yagna sansisto santo. So santo means devotees. And so devotees, they will eat what? Yagna asin. So whatever is remaining after offering to the yagna means yagna foods, when we offer it to Lord, and what is remain after offering to Him, the devotees will eat that. And then what is the result? Muchyante sarvakalpisha. All the sins will be destroyed by doing that. But there are few people who will do.
क्या बैड न्यूज लेके आए हो?
What they will do? They will eat
अजी पहुंचा दी प्रभु।
What is that? What is simple?
करेचु।
They muchyante atmakarna. If they prepare food for themselves, means without offering.
हाँ बच्चों को ऊपर ले जाओ, प्रैक्टिस करा दो।
We eat
पर ना अभी इसका अगर आधे घंटे में खत्म हो गया ना तो then we'll do a kirtan.
So we should offer.
We have to wait till they come.
So many times the question comes, why should we offer before? Yeah.
So tell your Prabhu, he might have to do kirtan after this. Just
If you
leave
don't
him.
offer to me and you eat, then it's a sin.
छोकराओं कराई दी।
और ये गेम फिर
Why
ड्रामा
should we offer?
तो प्रभु को बोल दो बैकअप के लिए रेडी रहने की।
Many times question comes, okay, offer to Lord demigods.
How?
Why that is not prasad? Because in other temples you go and they offer to demigods and they eat. They also call them prasad. But why we are saying no, that is not prasad? So then Maharaj explains that Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Om Sarvasya Prabhu, he says that Krishna is the source of all spiritual material worlds. Right? So he is the owner of everything. Everything exists because of him. Right? So we should be offering to him, not to demigods. There is in Ishwar Prasad, he said, Ishavasya Vidam Sarvam Yat Jagate. So Ishavasya Vidam Sarvam, everything belongs to Lord. So everything should be offered to Lord. And who is the Lord? Krishna. Sarva Karan, Karan, all demigods is there. So then we should offer to Krishna, not to any other demigods. And then the other question, the other example Maharaj gives is Tapami Ham. It's also from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna says that I give the sunlight, basically I give the heating, and I give the words, rain also. Not anybody or not any demigods are doing it. It's Krishna who is giving the rains, he is giving the sunlight, he is giving the moonlight. And because of that, food grains are produced. Anybody can produce food grains in factory? Anybody? In China, they try to do rice, artificial rice, plastic rice. But we can eat 2, 4, 5 days, 7 days, and then cancer will happen and we will go. So we cannot be that. The factory can be tires and all those stuff, but it's really very grains is required, and vegetables. And what food provides that? Supreme Krishna provides that. So if he is the provider of all those things, then we should be offering to him only, not to anybody else. And then Krishna says, okay, again, Bhagavad Gita is Bhakta Vigat Pran Sarvalokamaya. Okay, I am the owner of everything. And I am the Bhakta, I am the enjoyer. So he is preparing this food stuff not for our enjoyment. He creates his enjoyment.
Careful. Go from the middle. इधर छोड़ दे बेटा, छोड़ दे, छोड़ दे. Go follow. चल बेटा. Hold on my hand. Careful ना बेटा. है और कोई?
पीछे तो
But he's so many eating, so that doesn't mean that Maharaj explained that he is eating. It's not that he's not eating. Many times there is also conception, misconception. That okay, we offer to God, but the plate is full. Who is eating? It is not just it's just a mental thing that if we offer, he can provide everything. No, he is eating. And how he is eating? Maharaj has explained that, and Krishna also is in Bhagavad Gita. In chapter 2, Maharaj explains how does Lord Krishna accept the offering.
अरे जी हथेली में શું છે?
It is offered, but everything is remained.
બે છોકરા બાકી હતા ને? ઓ તમે બે જ બાકી હતા. What we sing. मंगला आरती कैसे?
It's called after we do Mangala, but before opening the altar in other temples, is Singara. Right? What we sing? Devi Singara. Brahma Samhita. What words?
गोविंद.
Govindamani
Purusham, हाँ.
What is the second verse we sing?
लेन्द्रिय वृत्ति पांति पश्चांति पांति कल्याणति चिरम.
Krishna's Indriya, like senses, is not like our senses.
Confused करा था.
We can hear by ears.
हाँ.
We can smell by
that
nose.
what he was talking about.
I don't know.
By eyes. We can
Prabhu,
eat only by mouth. But for Krishna, it's not like that. His all Indriyas interchangeably works. Right? So he can eat by eyes. He can eat by smelling. He can eat by eating also, by his mouth. He can eat like so. All his Indriyas functions differently, right? All Indriyas can do function of cross.
Can I use your phone?
Cross functions they do. So Lord Krishna eats when we offer by medium of his eyes. Sometimes he eats by medium of his smell. Sometimes he eats by his mouth also. Sometimes he eats
I did
by
10.
medium of fire. Sometimes he eats by medium of his pure devotees. So when a pure devotee
I was close. I need WhatsApp.
and that's why whatever we that over, right? still remains there. Purnamada, 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 Purnamada. And so Krishna is Purna. And because Krishna is Purna, he can leave everything Purna, complete. So he eats everything, but still everything is
Happy birthday.
And then he gives a very wonderful example from Shriman Kratu regarding Yajna Patni. Last time. If you know, then I will speak otherwise.
Tell.
Okay, so one fine day, Lord Krishna and Balram and all his power friends, where they were, every day they used to go for Gochara, so for grazing the cow. So one summer day, they were all exhausted. Right? They were very hungry. So the friends of Krishna came and said, Lord Krishna, we are very hungry and we want to eat.
I got it.
So
I'm looking for a photo.
Who got something and some prasad food for us. So he said, go to nearby, there was a Brahmin family, few Brahmins were living. So they were basically Yagnik Brahmins. So Karma and Ye Brahmins.
Thank you very much. Done.
So go there and ask for prasad.
I got it.
Go. So they went and they said, okay, please give me food. So, Om Swaha, 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 they were doing their Swaha. They were not listening to this voice. They were asking, Krishna is present here. Who is a Yajna Purush? Why we offer? We are offering in Yajna to Yajna Purush, and Krishna is the Yajna Purush. And he is asking for food, and this, like, Karmkandi Brahmanas, they were Swaha, Swaha. Swaha means, I'm offering this action, I'm offering this action. But God is asking, and they were not offering to him. So then the friends become very angry. They left. They went to again Krishna and Balram. Okay, they are not
send her back to the
yajnas. So if Krishna says go again, they said now we cannot go. It's so hot and it's very difficult. Like we already hungry. We went so many kilometers and then nothing. We got nothing. And again you want us to go back. So we'll not go. And Krishna says okay. He explains how to back. You can read this in Shrimad Bhagavatam. Very fast. So you have seen in India beggars, right? There's Allah ka naam dete the Bhagwan tera bhala kar. This is our technique to get money, right? So Krishna is explaining that how to praise others to get some money. How to beg is explaining.
You have to praise me.
And then this power voice they went again. And Krishna is saying, okay, don't ask the Brahmanas. Ask the
wives.
They will give.
Mataji will hire you.
Now the boys were hesitant because they know that so far we came so in short one summer we are going second time. If we don't get, then it's very difficult for us to walk. So somehow they came and they said, okay, Mataji, we want Bhoga, and this one is Krishna and Balram is asking. So they were they were very devotees of the Lord, right? And they have never seen Krishna, right? But basically they have heard from the tribes about Krishna. So they were as soon as the name Balaram and Krishna is asking, that's what they heard. They say, okay, they whatever the offering they prepared for Yajna, they took everything. And they left, and their husbands saw, then they stopped and they said, okay, don't go. But their wives, they just left. So no, we don't want to. We will go to our original husband, right? Then they went to Lord Krishna and Balaram and they gave offering. But then Krishna said, okay, go back, right? Because their pastime is up to there only, right? So Maharaj is quoting this.
Yes.
So the importance, significance of how to offer. Many times we are very conservative in offering, right? Conservative means, we eat everything, but God will get dry food. Happening, no? Like, okay, we'll get everything, but Krishna is dry food.
Gujarati
Somebody can say, oh, dry food more expensive, but he doesn't like because everybody is offering the same dry food. Now he's good orange. But he likes what we eat, right? So similarly, he also likes varieties. He's person. Right? He likes varieties. So we should offer him. And Prabhupada says, and Krishna also says in Srimad Bhagavatam, that out of my many sevas, one seva is basically, Bhoga. I like that very much. Shringar and Bhoga
अभी
is
से
very dear to the Lord. So we should offer nicely Bhoga to Lord and offer with love and devotion. Then the question comes, okay, we are eating everything, we can eat everything, so should we offer anything and everything to Krishna? Yeah, Krishna can eat everything and anything in form of time. He eats everybody. Every living entity will be destroyed by way of his time. His time is a factor of Lord, and which destroys everything. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he accepts only Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Patram means a leaf, Pushpam flower,
ये वृंदावन यहाँ
Phalam
बैठी
is
थी कहाँ है
fruit, Toyam means water or liquid. That's what Krishna wants.
ना प्रभु क्या
Not
नाई
the
जवान
other
का
things.
पाँच
Right?
माता
So
नहीं मम्मी ने मुखी ने
many devotees ask them, okay, authentic
इतनी मम्मी ने मुखवा गया
non-Indian,
था
like non-vegetarian items or onion garlic or those type. Onion garlic is also vegetables or fruits. Some they get okay, this is also growing. So why we cannot offer? No. Krishna is asking that question. So take an example. If we invite some guests, we ask them, okay, what do you like? And then we will offer them. Not that, okay, whatever we want, we will offer. So similarly, Krishna said, these are the four items, right, that he likes. And that should be offered. Not that any vegetarian, non-vegetarian item or meat or fish or PepsiCo, because all those are in mode of passion. And that's why Krishna does not accept that. So we should offer only the things he likes. And then ways of making boga, okay, before that Maharaj explains here also that okay, main ingredient and later also its main ingredients is love and devotion. So anything offered to him without love and devotion, he will not accept. So the example we can give for in Shriman Bhagavatam, anybody remembers the example of Bhagavatam? Duryodhana was asking that, okay, come Krishna, and eat, I have chappan bhog. And Krishna says, I will not go. I will go to Vidur's house.
नुपील
And I will
मधुरी
eat
माँ
there whatever
दीक्षा
he has for me. Why? Because he's devotee. And Duryodhana was not devotee. So that's why devotion is always very good.
that was the best
Then Maharaj explains in chapter 4 ways of making yoga. How much time we have? I will take one another time waiting for Guru Maharaj to come. Right? So that's why. Ways of making yoga for Lord Krishna.
you can
So
go
many
on
times, how to make yoga? Question comes. So our mind should be absorbed in thought of Lord. That time when we are preparing yoga. Not that एक बार टीवी चलता है उसके बाद योगा बन जाता है तो हमारा because our consciousness flow through in the yoga. So that's why we should not eat outside stuff because the outside stuff, the cook is not reminding about us. He is not thinking about God.
आउटसाइड ही खा रहे हैं
He is thinking about पैसा नहीं मिला है, वास्तु आ लिया रहता है, और he is making the food. Huh? That's whatever his thought process, his consciousness
what to
is
do where
going
to
into
go
that food. And when we eat that food, it will come to us. Right? That's why whenever we make a bhoga, right, so it should be prepared with a pure consciousness. So that's why Maharaj explains that the cleanliness is most important first point, that we should be, kitchen should be very, very clean, or periphery should be nicely washed. So cooking means cleaning. Prabhupada, Maharaj quotes about Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada mentioned in one of the last, and he was explaining how to cook. So he said that cooking means cleaning. In fact, not only cleaning, but should be pure. Pure means purity of thought also is there. It's not that purity of cooking paraphernalia or food stuff, but the consciousness should be pure. And Srimati Radharani was Christian, right? So that's why we should try to avoid not eat in the kitchen. But nowadays, kitchen is in bad dining hall, main hall, okay? So there is no hope, no chance to eat outside. But normally, at least in simple setting, we should not eat in the kitchen. Key ingredient of kitchen is cook's consciousness, as we discussed, right? So then consciousness should be there. That I'm preparing this food stuff for Lord. Like, let me taste, right? Or not my child will like, or my son will like, or my husband will like. The consciousness should be, okay, if I make nice bhoga, Krishna will like it. Krishna will enjoy. That should be our consciousness. Separate cooking utensil and regular eating utensils. So most of us doing this, right? So I'm just whatever Maharaj is presenting, because I'm presenting the book, I'm telling you. Otherwise, most of us are doing this. Process offering bhoga with love and devotion.
वो जो हम पार्टीशन रखते हैं ऑफरिंग के लिए, उसके ऊपर थोड़ा कृष्णा वाला पिक्चर लगा कर रख देंगे। घर में बहुत सारे कृष्णा के पिक्चर है, वो है लाइनों पर, तो उसके ऊपर लगा देंगे ठीक से पिक्चर है मेरे पास चाहता।
Normally we should not taste before offering the bhoga, but out of love and affection, she was eating because she wants to make sure that the berries are not sour. It should always sweet. That's why she was tasting and offering, and Lord was accepting. So that doesn't mean that we should also do that. And okay, somebody was doing, so let me eat first and taste it and then.
अब एग्जांपल दिया तो करना है।
If we are at that level, then yes, we can do. Otherwise, we have to offer first. Offering process, most of us, everybody has to prepare first, because Krishna does not accept directly from devotees. At least it is offered to the Guru Parampara, so he will not accept. So first we have to offer it to our spiritual master, then to Srila Prabhupada, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like to Nidai, and then to Radha and Krishna. Then this food stuff, when we offer it to Lord, this is called bhoga. Many times we say, what you are doing, you are cooking prasad. No, you are not cooking prasad, you are cooking bhoga. Yeah, when you offer bhoga to Lord, and the remnants become prasad. Okay? But normally we say, okay, what you are doing, I am cooking prasad. No, you are not cooking prasad, you are cooking first to Lord, so bhoga. Once he accepts, then that remnant becomes prasad. Then various type of offering Maharaj explains, right? So you can read in the book, wonderfully explain that, in how the consciousness affect the bhoga. Then in chapter 6, Maharaj explains about
वो ग्रुप में मैसेज चेक कर कल के लिए गार्लिंग किसको बनाने
and various pastimes.
कल के लिए तीनों
So these first
अभी खाली वो मंगाना पड़ेगा ना
which is the five, right? So Krishna
वो जो करना छोटे छोटे रोज वही रख देंगे।
remnant, whatever is remnant. Huh? That is called Mahaprasad, right? So, and then Bhakta is avoid Mahaprasad. So when Krishna eats, it becomes Mahaprasad. Right? When is remnant eaten by Krishna by his pure devotees, it becomes Mahaprasad. So when many times the senior devotee of Guru Maharaj comes, you offer it to Lord and then you offer it to Guru Maharaj, and then everybody is waiting, right? That okay, Maharaj is, as soon as before finishing, we'll ask that okay, Maharaj, Mahadeva. So that is not the way. We should be asking this permission that okay, कभी ऐसा तो many times after Maharaj has preached such prasadam, we'll take the plate and we'll eat without asking. No, that is also not good. We should ask him that, is it okay, Maharaj, can I accept your remnant? And if he gives permission, okay, you can take it then. And then there are some rules and regulations, some restrictions are also there.
Prabhupada Arati there.
So restriction is Maharaj explained past time.
Maharaj used to do, Ramajatya Maharaj used to do.
So why they don't schedule Mataji's for Prabhupada?
Because right now nobody Mataji probably showing interest of doing
Lord
Prabhupada.
was honoring Prasad, basically Bhoga. So after she honored, Mother Lakshmi gets it.
But all
So
Prabhus
Not second, right? Your Prabhu is very second.
now
none of the Prabhus.
Lord has
You
finished
can show interest.
eating. Right? So
No,
now
I
the
just
plate
talked
comes
to him because I've never scheduled for
Mother
Prachar.
Lakshmi, so
So he
Narayan
just
is
said
okay.
saying that
Give me.
scheduled for Tulsi Aarti
Say
to
that I
happen
cannot
Monday.
give because
You
Lord
can
told
ask for
me not
Prabhupada.
to give anyone my remnant. So Narayan is now behind Mother
Who
Lakshmi.
is
But
that?
every time she will go and ask.
But you can ask, can I do
So then
Prabhupada?
she asked,
Because then that's a full
let me
arti,
check
like
with Lord. So she
altar
asked
arti.
Narayan, you want to do is
You
this
can,
devotee,
okay,
your
let's
devotee
say,
is
yeah,
asking
Is it
Sanita.
wrong?
for
Kamala Mataji
for
used to do it.
remnant. Should I give or
Kamala
not?
Mataji used to do it. Then
So Lord says,
in one
okay,
of the meetings we said
you
because
can
she's
give,
doing all the
right?
arti, right?
But
And other devotees are not getting chance. So that's why they told that because you are doing arti, let other devotees do this.
So
But you can ask,
now, very wonderful
can I do
example for
can I do
us
Prabhupada arti?
to understand
Ask
that
Bindas.
whenever we get
It is Sanathan
remnant
Prabhu.
from Mahaprasad,
You're not
Mahaprasad
asking
from
me,
Maharaj, we should not never eat in
like,
front of him.
Nimai.
Many times, we see that, as soon as the plate is,
Ask.
somebody takes and the Maharaj is
शाम को
distributed to
किसी को
everyone
चाय
and
कॉफी तो
everything
नहीं पीनी,
is
थोड़ी
given.
बनाऊं क्या रहने दो
सुबह बनाई थी मैंने
आई नो पर
क्योंकि कई लोगों के थोड़ा सिर सा
Narad
दर्द हो रहा है तो
बना सकते हैं
बना दो थोड़ी सी
थोड़ा बना दो
I was
ऑफर कर देंगे फिर थोड़ा जिसको एडजस्ट कर देना दो जिसको पीना होगा पीना
I was
मैं आऊँ
serving. My mother was basically serving the devotees who stayed in that village for few months because of the rainfall. Rainy season, the teachers won't travel; they will stay at one place. So they were staying at one place, and my mother was serving. And I was a little boy, but I was not. I was very serious, sincere, and serious about progressing Krishna consciousness. So I will try and sit with them, and I will eat their remnant after taking their permission. Eh? And then while taking this remnants, I become pure devotee. So we can become a pure devotee, right? But the only thing is we should ask for this. We should take permission from the spiritual master before eating. Not that Mahamaya and everybody is and in front
no
of
it is
you we
right
should not eat.
because I know it's
So we
okay
should be very, very careful.
today Damodar Priyamala only
We
did
get Maharaj, don't eat in front of Maharaj and eat somewhere else.
she used to do but because she
So we
made a
distributed among the disciples, all those rules we understood.
if he says no then tell me no I will just ask for
And vegetarian, non-vegetarian prasada. So Maharaj explains that the vegetarian and non-vegetarian both are not.
any update
Because, sometimes the non-vegetarian comes with their argument that, okay, you are
we should ask
vegetarian,
Rajan Prabhu
but you, as soon as
because
you
if
are
this happened then
vegetarian,
this
you
is
will ask
together
one
no?
question. Does plant and trees has life? You say yes, they have life. Then you are also killer, I am also killer. I kill animal, you are also killing. You
as
also
of
killing.
now we don't have some
So what,
thoughts are
how you are
said
going to
nothing is scheduled yet.
So Prabhupada says
Who
that
was
okay,
it?
we should
It
be
didn't happen
prasadam
until now.
here.
It won't because
And Maharaj explained that we should not, it's not
After,
good just to
yeah.
be vegetarian or it's not good to be just vegetarian. We should be basically eating prasad. So offer it to Lord and then the remnant should be eaten. Yajna sansita santam uchante sakal. So that we have to understand. And this sloka basically is explaining that those who are devoid of hands, those living in villages don't
जरा
have
हेल्प करो ना
hands,
किचन में
they are pray for those who have hands. So
बस एक दिन जैसे डाल
those devoid of legs are pray for the four-legged. So basically, the plants and trees does not have legs, so it's been eaten by animals who has hands. Right? Those who have legs, right? So smaller animals, they are eaten by four-legged animals. The weak are the substance of the strong. Right? So the weak are substance because everybody jivasya jivanam. Right? So every living entity is sustaining one other living entity. Right? So we are sustaining one other living entity means we are eating fruits, vegetables, grains. They are also living entities. Right? So we are technically eating the other living entity, but it is offered to Lord. Right? So that's why we can eat it. If it's not offered to Lord, then that's why it's agam papa, because then we are killing the living entity in form of plants and trees, and we are eating them. That's why it's become sinful. So whatever the sinful reaction a non-vegetarian gets, similar reaction a vegetarian can also get. unless and until the bhoga is offered to them. And then Guru Maharaj explains in chapter 8, 8, 9 and 10, basically he is explaining one examples of how Prabhupada explains prasadam and how the prasadam distribution helps. So basically, Prabhupada, when he came, he was preaching to hippies. They are almost like animals. The consciousness has gone to that level. But when they continuously eat prasadam, their consciousness got divided. And they become best devotees of the Lord, topmost devotees of the Lord. So similarly, if we want to become devotee of Lord, we should only eat prasadam. So, Pratyahara crisis. That is Rupa Goswami is insisting that prasadam also should not be eaten too much. Pratyahara, it should not be eaten more than necessary. So, but if somebody is more than necessary, that is also good because it's prasadam. Then Prabhupada explains the mission of prasadam is one mission, food for life program, where we distribute prasadam to all living entities, all human beings, without any discrimination. And it's a non-violent prasad, right? So we are not killing any animals.
Look at diamonds.
And then he gives the answers to the questions. Right? So normally asks devotees questions, and he has the answers to all those questions. So last part of it,
I chopped them.
41 questions, 46 questions.
But still it is there.
Right? And most of the questions is applicable to us. Many times we have the question, or we get such question when we preach. And the answers you can find in this book. So this book, if you don't have, how many of you have this book? So rest of you don't have, so please get this copy of this book from the counters. Other thing I would like to say is basically, there is in one of the Puran it says, all Vedic literature is Uchista of Vyaya.
ये पूछो अपने बच्चे वो कहूँ करने वाले ने कभी करवा देते हैं there was a Kahoot also in our presentation. Just call her. She's upstairs. Call her. Oh. Ankit Rao.
Because he combined, right? He's speaking. So now what is Mahaprasad?
There was a Kahoot also, right, for our presentation. We can get that done. Everybody finish question and answer. We'll also finish that. बनाया नहीं तो छोड़ दो, अभी नहीं बनाना फिर बच्चे करने वाले थे ना वीर और ध्रुवम पूछ लो नहीं अभी नहीं बनाया तो छोड़ दो नो नीड अभी कहाँ बनाने बैठेंगे अभी खत्म हो गया आई नो छोड़ो ना अभी नहीं बनाए तो वो तो बच्चों को करना था इसलिए कहूँ तैयार छे कहूँ तैयार छे अब तो ये लोगों ने करવું तो कराई दो मोकली दो फटाफट બધા हाँ तो छोड़ो बाकी जवा दो अंदर चल हरे she said they're watching a movie on the laptop.
And then the other one is Gita Guide. So Srila Prabhupada's book is very scholarly. Scholarly means Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada has wrote is very, very scholarly. That means it's difficult for everyone to understand. So for preaching purpose, Maharaj has given a guide. So you can have the Prabhupada's book and then guide also. Right? So then we can explain it. It's very easy for explaining to others. Preaching book. So we should get a copy of that. It's in Hindi right now, but soon the translation will come in English too. And other books also, if you don't have, please get the book. Anybody has any question for Prashada? If you have any question, I will not give any answer. All answers are there.
I was about to ask.
If you have any question, please
I was about
read.
to ask.
Yeah, how much is $10? $10, and you can get answer to 46 questions, and then there are more answers also to whatever daily questions we have. Right? So many times we get a question from Bhakti Diksha, right? So all those questions, answers are here. Okay, thank you very much. We'll stop here. There are no questions, and then we have some speech. So we are waiting for Guru Maharaj. So once he comes, we can do speech on two books. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. श्री भगवान की
जय
महाराज की
जय
आप सबकी
जय
थैंक यू वेरी मच हरे कृष्णा